Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the Reptile Barn. So I filmed an unboxing and I just completely failed to express the magnitude of what we've got here. So I'm filming again. These are Hydrosaurus pustulatus, Philippine sailfin dragons, only a couple months old, and they are not from our stock. These came from Anes Hotic in Canada, and this is huge for us. So we got Sophie, our big female Philippine sailfin dragon. Oh, wow, has it been 6, 7 years ago? And then a couple years later, we got Salvador, the male, and they've been breeding ever since and done fantastic for us. And we've got lots of babies from them. Got some holdbacks from them. And then about 4 years ago, we decided we really need to add some different bloodlines so that we're not like going to raise up babies from our one pair and inbreed them. And we started looking and looking and looking and looking, and there's a few breeders. We just were not having any success getting any babies from them. And so we were getting more and more stressed. You know, our female was already like 6 years old when we got her. So she's like 12 or 13 years old. She won't go forever. And we finally, Alex of Alex's Agamas told us about Anes. And we reached out and discussed a trade or just purchasing. We probably will be sending some of our babies over at some point. But these came available and we just pounced immediately because we had to. And we are overwhelmingly excited and grateful to have gotten these. They arrived safe and sound. This is just huge for us. We have 3. They are not sexed, obviously, at this age. We can hold back some of our own babies, though. And whether these end up being male or female shouldn't really matter because they can breed to ours of the opposite sex. And these are different bloodlines. So I am just so stoked. So absolutely stoked. I know that typically we would not keep these in a screen cage because we want high humidity for this species. But the room that we are in currently is super, super humid. So between spraying them down twice a day, and then if we need to, we can put a humidifier directly on them. And then just the humidity in this room being about 30% higher than anywhere else at the reptile barn, they're totally fine. But wow, so cool. So cool. Trying to decide if I think they look different from the ones we hatch or not. I know the adults are going to look slightly different. Very excited to see that. But yeah, these are captive bred. Again, they came from Canada, so we had to import them, but the shipping company that Anes used handles all that for us. So that was really nice. And yeah, if you're wondering why it's so bare bones in here and so sparsely decorated, it's because we have had sailfin dragons eat our decorations every time we've tried to make their cages fancy. Here, I'm going to slide this open real quick so you can see what it looks like. So we've tried live plants, we've tried fake plants, and they just eat it. And I've talked to other sailfin keepers who have better luck, but ours always end up eating them. And we don't want to risk them eating something that they shouldn't. Obviously, the fake plants especially would be dangerous. So we finally have just gone to a kind of minimalist setup for them. As they grow, we just increase the size of the enclosure and the size of their water so that they can swim around a little bit. and climb and whatnot. But for now, this will be just fine. Here in a few months, maybe even sooner than that, we'll separate these guys. Yeah. I wish that the genetic testing companies had agomid tests already so we could send in pieces of shed and get these sexed, but that's okay. We will get there. Once they're older and we can tell, then we'll know if they're males or females. But either way, they will be staying here. I guess if all three of them were male, we might sell one. But other than that, they'll all be staying here. So excited. These guys need a lot of heat, so we keep their basking spot on kind of a slant so that they can have options how hot they want to be, but up to 125 degrees or so at the hottest part of their basking spot, and they use it. When I first walked in here, they were standing on the hottest spot of it, just basking away. All right, that's enough rambling for me. I'm just so excited. And I wish I could fast forward 3 years so these were big and ready to breed, but that is all right. We are just so lucky that we finally got these. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, we're the Reptile Barn.